Hello everyone, I'm klnc. I work as a game developer for an indie company and make my own games in my spare time, and I've been making an endless drift game for about 1 month and I decided to share it with you. After the success of the relaxing car game I made, I decided to make a sequel and started making the late night drift game. Steam page is in the description. I'm giving an anime girl to anyone who adds it to the wishlist. Yes, you heard right, an anime girl. The moment you add it to your wishlist, it will be delivered to your doorstep. First, I wrote down the bad things about the old game. It's frustrating to control the car. The roads only go straight. No variety of cars. I'm the reason why the car controls are bad. I tried to do something as mathematically heavy as a car controller with my brain the size of a grain of sugar. And I failed. So I will use a controller asset in the new game, but since the amount of money in my wallet is equal to my brain cells, I decided to find a free asset. While browsing the asset store, I came across a light version of a paid asset and it was love at first sight. I downloaded the asset and switched to Unity to try it out. After hours of drifting on an empty map, my monkey brain remembered that I have work to do. In the first game, the roads were only straight because I'm a lazy son. In the first game, each map had one chunk and it was a straight road. I decided to do something similar in this game, but this time there will be more chunks and the paths that make up the chunks will be varied. To create the paths, I had to either make models in Blender or somehow make the models in Unity. Then I came across splines. It was love at first sight. I coded a spline asset in Unity and got to work. After creating different roads, I used these roads to create chunks for different maps, and so I was able to tick this task off from my god level checklist. The next issue is the variety of cars. There were only 4 cars in the first game because I put my brain aside while coding the game. Adding new cars was a very complicated and difficult process because the game's code was very poorly written. In the new game, I coded the car system better and tried to make it easier to add new cars. We can say I've learned my lesson. Now it's time to start adding features that weren't in the old game. I want players to paint their cars however they want, but my lazy ass doesn't have the guts to do it. I was going to strain my little brain and write code, but then an idea came to my mind. The company I work for sometimes buys assets and links them to our Unity accounts. And among those assets, there is one asset that will do exactly what I need. I saw this asset and fell in love at first sight. Don't ask me if I have an asset fetish. After adding this asset to the game, I created a garage area where we can choose the car to paint and paint it. I added a color palette in the painting section so we can choose the color we want, and after painting the car we can put stickers on it. And so we have come to the end of 1 month of development. The game's Steam page is in the description. Don't forget to add it to the wishlist. I look forward to your suggestions and comments. And I don't know how to close the video. Please send help.